The Texas House has passed legislation that would restrict abortion in the state even further. So now Texas has some of the strictest, harshest anti-abortion laws, or could have the strictest, harshest anti-abortion laws on the books. Now, this legislation headed to the Senate, and the Senate might get a chance to vote on it. However, there is a Democrat in the Senate who is trying to filibuster this bill, and we'll get to that in a second. But first, let me tell you what the proposal includes. There will be a ban on abortions after the 20th week of pregnancy. The state will require doctors to have admitting privileges at nearby hospitals, and also they will limit abortions to surgical centers. Now, the reason why it's a big deal to have a law that requires doctors to have these admitting privileges is because a lot of hospitals will refuse admitting privileges either for religious reasons or because they don't want to deal with anti-abortion protesters. So they'll just say, no, we're not going to grant the admitting privileges. We want nothing to do with it. Now, the Democrats in the House did everything that they could to postpone the bill, to stall it as much as possible. And now there is a Senate Democrat, state Senate, her name is Wendy Davis, who is doing a 13-hour-long filibuster. Right now, as we speak, there is a live stream of her filibuster. She will not be able to take a bathroom break. She won't be able to lean against anything to relax a little bit. And she's trying to be like a warrior for this cause. So we'll see what happens.
Good for her. Of course, I would be shocked if she won. But on the other hand, you know, if it passes the Senate as well, it would go to Rick Perry. You never... Right. Pro-life Rick Perry, who, by the way, during the debates was famous for saying he doesn't lose any sleep over executing all the people that he's executed, doesn't think twice about it. And you wouldn't want to think twice if you're executing someone and calling yourself pro-life at the same time. Now, the reason why this law is devastating is because it affects 37 out of the 42 clinics in Texas.
There will only be 5 clinics open in the state if this law passes, which is devastating. But also keep in mind that there are other states like Mississippi that literally have 1 abortion clinic open at this point. And that 1 abortion clinic in Mississippi might shut down because a recent law that passed will require it to have admitting privileges, and it might not get that.
So a gigantic state like Texas is only going to have 5 abortion clinics, and a clearly unconstitutional law bringing it from 24 to 20 weeks. But it's Texas, and it's conservatives, by the way, throughout all the country who don't give a damn about what the Supreme Court ruled, unless, of course, they're ruling in their favor and letting them do discrimination against voters, in which case they're happy with it.
Now, there is another twist to this story, and it involves Representative Jody Laubenberg. During debating, while they were debating about this bill, she was asked whether or not there would be an amendment to the bill that would make an exception for victims of rape and incest. And she said the following.
In the legislature, they have what's called rape kits that the woman can get pruned out, basically like a DNC.
Oh my God.
She happens to be very wrong about that. You do not get cleaned out when you have a rape kit administered. The whole purpose of a rape kit is not to give you an abortion, it's to collect evidence of the rape so you can prosecute later.
You get cleaned out with a rape kit? Look, the Republicans, you're so stupid. Look, if I was the head of the Republican Party, I would send a memo to every single Republican in the country saying, you are never allowed to use the word rape. Shut up about it. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Because obviously, not a single Republican in the country knows what the hell they're talking about when it comes to rape. And all it does is get you in massive political trouble. So just at least have this much sense enough to just shut your mouth. You get cleaned out during a rape kit? What are you talking about? They don't give abortions on the spot to women who've been raped. That's their choice. You make that choice. It has nothing to do with a rape kit. How stupid are you? And you say that in a public hearing.